welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Just about set to go, and towing the slab, Michael McGreevy. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Half lays off. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one upstairs. That one way inside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Kyle Tucker. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Scott snags it for the second out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Newt Barr on the move. Nabs it, and that is that. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. It's something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugout and they want to do the same thing. And before you know it, you start to get base runners on and you get a big hit. And all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use.
Alec Burleson at the plate now. That's ball one. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. In there at the knees. Kicks and fires. And it remains 2-2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track. Scoreless after 1. Back here in St. Louis, second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Slider right there.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent, as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. And that skips into there. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Popped in the air, left field. Nootbaar hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Swanson digs in. There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And it's even up.
1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. Not close with that one. 3-1 now. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Michael
2 down, base is empty.
Busch.
The batter now, Michael Busch. Upstairs. To the right side. Oh, great stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back here in St. Louis, Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Taillon back to work. Fought off foul. And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. To third, Shaw. Handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
The other way. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Tap foul at the plate. Nootbaar leads off first with one away. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tucker tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Nolan Gorman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. End of 2. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Hoerner. Ripped to third and caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Top of the third, no score.
One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one missed. 2 low, and it's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Back up the, oh, that got him. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Cubs are down quietly. Still no score. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And here's the catcher, Pedro Pages. Right side, hard hit. In time to Bush. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Scott patrolling center field, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Gets it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball. Out to short. Swanson jumps, throws, safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. There's a strike. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Donovan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Swanson makes the call and the grab. So 1 hit is all they get. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ian Happ. This one in the air. Contreras hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And a curve is down and in.
1-0.
And that one missing low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count,
Now
you've got to come
the
into the zone, and then
Seiya
guys have a better chance of hitting the ball
Suzuki.
hard like he did right there.
So up next, Seiya Suzuki. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
A couple of singles back to back. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Fly to left his first time. Now a check on him at second, back safely.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
In the air out towards right center. Scott on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Michael McGreevy won't go any further. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Kyle Leahy.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Swanson
That's a ball.
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss at a slider.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Outside
That's ball
low.
2.
And the count's even at 2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And that one is inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Michael Busch in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Move to first. Suzuki back in on a dive. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. And that's fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. It's gone. Grand slam. That one's gotta feel good. His 13th home run of the season, and that's how they take the lead. It's 4-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Horner takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. On the ground. Wynn fires to first on the run, and that's a nice play to end the inning. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now a 4-0 ball game.
We in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
Never going slow mo.
And welcome back to the
We got
ballpark.
for St.
Bottom
Louis,
of the inning.
the right
Now it's the
fielder,
right fielder, Alec Burleson.
Burleson.
In the
Ball
dirt,
1, no strike.
and that is ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there
Now
to change
batting,
eye levels for
first
the punch
baseman,
out. That
Wilson.
fastball on the pitch before was
John
up. It was very
Barrett.
competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Contreras, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ground ball right side, Horner. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Long.
2 outs, base is empty.
Nootbaar.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Leave 1. They're down 4-0. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Just off the outside corner. Going to count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And now it's filled up.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Two outs. And another ball.
Went out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Kelly off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
On the ground to third. On to first. And Tucker is retired. And the inning is over. One left. Back here in St. Louis, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Nolan Gorman. Misses inside. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in for the out. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. There's the strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically, that
The
high
center fielder,
fastball,
number
if
11,
it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next
Off the
pitch is
plate, ball
inside. 1-1. High fly ball out into left center field. Coming on his Happ. He's there to make the catch. And we're back. Leading off, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki.
Leahy back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Action in the pen down there. Sonny Gray up and loosening in the pen. Maton getting loose as well.
That's a ball.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
There's the swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a
ball,
fastball right there.
2
It just
strikes.
ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Grounds one to short. Win. Throws to first in time. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Next to hit, Pete Crow Armstrong. Rips one to right, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. And first offering is fouled off. Crow Armstrong, the runner at second with one away.
Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's outside.
2
And now
strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Just missed. This one high in the air to left center. Nootbaar sizing this one up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting.
So up
the
now for
first,
Chicago,
Michael
Michael Busch. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
That one to first. Contreras. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that'll do it. Cubs leave one. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Brendan Donovan. And a ground ball to first. Busch steps on the bag. And a quick out number 1. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Win in his second season, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Next offering is in for a strike. The Cards down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. He goes down looking. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Missed inside with the curve.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And that's a little bit high. 3 balls, no strikes. And that drops in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
3-2.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Wilson Contreras. He's grounded out a couple of times. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That misses. 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Swanson makes the call and the grab. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
Pitching for the Cardinals.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Sonny Gray.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, right field, and that's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 1 for 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Shaw stands at first with 1 out. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ian Happ up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Nootbaar sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that is out of play. He swings and fouls one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up. Horner makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. So now it's Nolan Arenado. That one outside. And that's ball 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball.
Bases
2
empty,
strikes.
1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses, and that's ball 2. In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. They trail it here 4-0. We go to the 8th, and now Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped up right side. Gorman. And out number 1 on the grab. Now, Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Pitch misses there, and 1-1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Scott brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down, bases empty. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's towards center. Scott settles underneath it. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him. Back here in St. Louis, on to the bottom of the 8th. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. In for a strike, 0-1. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Good eye in that
Ball
spot.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Line drive caught.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
High fly ball out to left field. Pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that extends the inning. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Waste no time there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. In there for strike 1. Right side. Tucker makes the catch, and that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Cardinals.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Maton.
Phil.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swinging a foul out of play. Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now Michael Busch. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Activity in the bullpen. John King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Palante also throwing. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That's inside.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
That's a ball.
Corner. The next to hit takes outside.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. And there's a ball.
Two.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. That's a walk.
That's ball four.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. And ball one. Horner off of first with two away. That to right. Burleson settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So bottom of the ninth at the plate, Alec Burleson. Taillon back to work.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Contreras, the next to hit, takes ball one. There's a strike. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Nootbaar stands in now and watches strike one. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Nato comes in to take his cuts. 0 for 3 in this one.
Arenado.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs get a shutout on the mound.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the